a damning admission from the IRS today. The agency has just admitted that it unfairly targeted conservative political groups during the 2012 election. Here's one of its officials, Lois Lerner.
They used names like TeaParty or Patriots, and they selected cases simply because the application had those names in the title. That was wrong. That was absolutely incorrect. It was insensitive, and it was inappropriate. That's not how we go about selecting cases for further review. We select them for further review because they need further review, not because they have a particular name.
Unbelievable. Tea Party groups were singled out and audited if they had Tea Party or Patriot in their name, specifically, Greg, during the 2012 election. This story is huge.
I think it's pretty big, and you always know a big story when the New York Times and everybody else mocks it. And these guys were mocked by the mainstream media, the Tea Partiers, and just the way Benghazi was mocked. So you learn, A, you cannot trust the mainstream media on stories like this. You got to look to FNC or Breitbart or The Blaze or places like that to find the truth. But this was mocked, and now it's real. And that's a big deal. And that rhymed.
There's going to be an investigation, Eric, but the IRS wouldn't have done something like this on its own. It's not just one staffer doing this. You think there's more to this story, much like Benghazi?
No idea, but something is important. It's not disturbing that they targeted the Tea Party. It's disturbing that they targeted anybody. They shouldn't be doing that. They should just go on the merits of each individual return. 501c3 status, tax-exempt status, is supposed to be for the social good, social education.
Terrible.
I'm wondering if Media Matters got the same examination that the Tea Party guy. I doubt it, though.
Well, Kimberly, they've apologized to the Tea Party. The Tea Party is not accepting their apology because this isn't a big deal. Also, they asked for their list of donors, which violates IRS policy in most cases. And as I see it, this is illegal.
Yeah, it's illegal completely, and the fact of the matter is to be getting a ton of press coverage right now because the fact that they would isolate out certain Americans and groups based on their political beliefs is unconscionable. That's the problem with this. I mean, what country are we living in that this is just so blatant, so obvious? And then, as my little boy would say, sometimes sorry isn't good enough. That's the thing. They want to say sorry. It's not okay.
What do you think?
What did you do to your son?
She had a review of her
during
son.
the Jay Carney press conference
No
when he
more
was getting
peanut
grilled
butter.
about
Who took this peanut butter?
Juan.
Yes.
Focus, Juan. Focus, Juan. Focus. We're on television.
Yes.
I know. We're having
the
fun.
Seat.
Okay. During the Carney press conference, he was getting hammered on Benghazi. He got a question about the IRS. He actually looked relieved to answer a question on this story. But Juan, I think this is just as bad. I mean, no one died, but this is a huge deal.
This is a huge deal. What do you mean, Justice? Anyway, we disagree on Benghazi, but on this, I think you got a situation where you do not want the government targeting people because of their politics. Now, a lot of the Tea Party stuff comes from people who use letters, mail order letters, you know, to fundraise. That's a lot. Some of that stuff can get very uneasy. But what we know, because remember, this is an admission from the IRS, is that they are looking for people with Tea Party in the name, Patriots in the name. That's a political agenda.
You know what that's called?
What's tell me, my man?
Profiling. Profiling.
Oh, wait a minute.
They were against
you're against profiling now. Write this down.
I'm actually for profiling.
We knew that the Department of Homeland Security had targeted right-wing groups, and now we see the IRS is doing it. 300 groups were targeted, and they were singled out because of their names. And it should make everybody, I think, very nervous because the IRS is going to be handling Obamacare. Doesn't that make you feel good if you sign up for Obamacare?
No, I feel terrible about it. I think they think my name is Kimberly Tea Party Guilfoyle.
Just don't put Patriot anywhere on any
leave me alone.
documents. All right, directly ahead, jailhouse confessions from the monster who allegedly raped and kidnapped the 3 women in Cleveland. The details of what he's admitting to investigators, that when we come back.